Friday food bank. That's for sure. So all we got this month of February was a Friday food bank. I'm gonna check out the Thursday food bank for the first time with not two people in the household. See what happens this Thursday coming up probably. So I at least have two stops in. We did pretty good this Friday. They seemed to have a lot of extra meat, and they didn't have that many people, so we had a chance to double up on the boxes. And I guess that other place on Thursday must be popping now. The people that normally had been there from Thursday, they weren't there today, so they must have got a whole lot. So they probably didn't feel like coming outside in the cold and just for a few items, because that's what they've been running with. So we got off good with two boxes, that's for sure. That's funny, but we're going to say, hey, when you snooze, you lose on that one. But we're glad that they did stay home. So here we go. Uh, One thing what happened was at the food bank, she closed the door at 9:30 now, so she can do a prayer and stuff like that. The pastor was there to pray for us at this time, the pastor of the church. But we had a few people that came in around about 10 o'clock. So the one lady came in around 10 o'clock. She had been missing in action for about a month or so. As I was saying, her brother come down. He was coming down on a mini bike with clothes. What is that? He had the hook up on the back. It wasn't no trailer. It was like a luggage. That's what it was. Luggage with a handle on it in the middle. That you can extend out the handles, that you can extend out with the wheels on, that you can roll with it. Well, that's how you roll with the back of the mini bike with that. But he's coming way down there from 7 Mile. And Hayes, that's a long way from where this place is at. And I said to myself, the police didn't get on you by going up and down Grassley, because I know you took Grassley to get there. That's a main throughway street. It's a main street, surface street. And, but she came and she had got a ride. So most of all the goodies had been passed off. So me and this other lady there, young lady there, we shared what we had. She said the sweets she had, and I shared what I had in my box. I gave her my box. But to my surprise, there were two more boxes in the boxes that we got. So these are boxes that Detroit Lions had put together for the holiday. And this way back in for Christmas holiday. So they still passing them boxes out to distribution center. So they get theirs from Forgotten Harvest. So they're still passing out to distribution centers. So this is like the third time around with these boxes, or fourth time around with these boxes. So the other two people had never been there and knew about the boxes, but we knew about the boxes. I knew what was in them. And so I ended up giving her my box. And another lady ended up giving her the sweets, extra sweets that she had, because they had a lot of sweets. So they passed on a lot of sweets again. I passed on that. With me being a diabetic, I'm not interested in that. Take all those sweets home, I'm not going to eat it, so if somebody else wanted it, I just pass it on. So when she came late, she got caught up a little bit with what we gave her. Then she hung back because she was going to ride back with one of the workers. So she was going to get an extra box or two from that. So she was going to get caught up. But when I try to pass out the stuff that I'm not going to take home, because that's my policy. If I ain't taking it home and don't use it, if I'm at the food bank, I try to give it away right there, so I don't usually take it home. So somebody at the food bank wanted, I'm trying to give it away. That's my policy now. So I'll be bringing all that junk home. Stuff home that I don't need and not going to use. So I ended up giving her my two boxes after I gave the choice of giving the box away to the two ladies that I look out for with the sweets. And then I came back in the building and gave the lady that was up there her box. I gave it to that young lady that was had been missing from the food bank for about a month, a little bit more than a month. So she hadn't been there in a while. So she was getting caught up because she said she just got her money coming in. And so it just moved, so she was in another house. So she's fixing up painting the house and all that stuff. So, the lady that run the food bank, she recognized the fact that, I was kind enough to give away the boxes. Most people in there, they get something, they will not surrender it. They don't try to share it with nobody, none. They take it home first, and then they share it among themselves, and then they'll throw away what they don't want. But they got to have, this one lady, she just got to have a lot. There's two of them in there like that now. The one brother, he's like that. He don't turn down nothing. He asked for the flowers that was on the table, and these are plastic flowers. Not only the live flowers they give away because they don't deteriorate real quick. But he had asked for the flowers on the table. I said, "God, dog, these are flowers for the church." They obviously, pretty obviously, had gave a ceremony in there because all the tables had red cloth on it with the flowers arrangement on there, and it was plastic. But he even asked for that. That was just too much. I'm like, you that desperate? You gotta get everything you can get out the food bank, even the plastic flowers. And you have live flowers, they're gonna give it to you because they're at the end of their life. They cut flowers, so they're at the end of their life. Even though I got one that was a potted flower, I put it in my pot and it did grow. Got that last week from the young lady that I give my sweets to, so we can give it back and forth. You know, she looked out for me. She went to another food bank and found a jacket, and she passed on to me. And I have to air it out so I can wear it and see if I can wear it. If I can't wear it, I'll pass it on to somebody else. You got to be long in the sleeves for me to wear it. If it's short in the sleeves, then I won't be able to wear it, but I can pass it on to somebody else. I probably can pass it on to my neighbor. He'll wear it. Because he's short in the sleeves, and it's stylish enough for him to wear. But that's how you roll with it. So anyways, one lady, she, for some reason, this is a cold day in February. The wind is blowing. And she, for some reason, they got to take their food to the extra food they get besides the boxes. They got to take it to their vehicle for some reason. Like they can't sit it at the table next to them. They'll get some help carrying it out. So she was standing in the door giving a person directions with the door wide open. Instead of her going outside where her vehicle is and showing them where her vehicle is and how to put in it, she's going to stand at the door and leave the door open and let all the heat out. So people had to holler at her about that, you know what I'm saying? You come on in and shut the door, go all the way outside and show that person by your car and show that person what you want, where your car at, where you want to put it at. Don't stand in the doorway, but she got stuck in that doorway. So I don't know what she was thinking, you know what I'm saying? If the pastor had been there, he would have had her shut that door because he know that heat going out like that, and that costs money. It's bad enough the door going to open and shut anyway when we going in and out. But they make extra trips outside, and they leave that door open, going back and forth with the little extra items they get. They got to take it to their car right quick. I don't know what for. Ain't nobody gonna take it. But anyway, that's the problem she had. She got stuck at that front door with it wide open, and she had a cane and she poured the rest of where to put it there. And instead of going on out to her vehicle, so she did all the heat out, and everybody was complaining about that to her. She missed out on the prayer because she worried about her food box. So sometimes you gotta let that food box go and be considerate of other people. In this case, she wasn't being considerate, and she's the one that don't turn down nothing. And the more she can get, the more she won't. So always a group like that with that mindset. But I got out pretty good. I got about 3 pieces of meat. Got me some sweets and some rice and stuff like that. So I got out pretty good for it to be a Friday because it's a low head count and they had a good truck run on the truck. And they ain't turned down nothing this time. They even had some beef tongs in there. People even took the beef tongs home. I don't mess around no beef tongs. I don't know. I might cook that for the dog, but I don't know. That's the only thing I would do that. Cook that for the dog. I ain't down with no beef tongs, that's for sure. So that's what's been happening at the food bank. We did a little experiment with a new microphone for this broadcast, and it didn't work out. It's part I bought for the microphone. So we're gonna use it try it on the other computer. It's gonna cost for about $3 or $4 for a sound card. What it's called, a sound card that you can use to boost up your sound of your mic. It's made for you to put a mic in there. But I'm using this mic and it's working just fine, so I ain't complaining. I ain't looking to be perfect with it, but as long as it's good enough to get my point across. So this month right here is February. It's around my birthday time. And I've been to work on these bites before the Monday. So today is Saturday. Went to food bank on Friday. So the bite report will be that I would have these 2 bites up. I got the tires for them. I got the batteries for this one bike. I'm gonna hook up the battery part to it. I'm gonna hook everything up, see how it rolls. So I got at least 2 bites up with the batteries that's running. Third one up, I don't know. I'm gonna have to rig it a little bit. We'll see what happens. I'm supposed to have at least 3 up, but I only got but 2 up. And I really got 1 up because I let a flat tire stop me from keeping that one up. Besides, it's kind of heavy for the winter. So I'm trying to ride that one in the warm months only. So when the spring come up, I'll be able to break out that one again. Hopefully I can even change out and put another battery in there. So anyway, that's what's happening with the bikes. Try to get all that together this weekend. So my report would be after Monday, Tuesday. I'll be checking in and let you know what's up on the bikes. See how far I got with them, because I have to give myself deadlines now. And then I got kind of laid back in the winter. Winter makes me a little laid back about getting things done, so I have to give myself deadlines. So anyway, that's what's happening. And it's time for me to go. I got the bell going. And adios amigos.